it's down to 15 again. Speech is 1. I am considering actually changing my shader quality down a little bit. I think that one it has. Let's try medium and see what happens. I think it has possibly a big effect on the speed of the graphics. That was pretty quick. And still looks... Game still looks good. But... howdy? I'm not sure if it's faster. Did that light just... What's happening with that light right there? That is... Let's try putting it back then. Could that have been the setting? Messing it up. Shader quality high again. Probably just keep it there for now. No, just a little glitch here.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Okay, fine. Alright. A little bit of privacy in there. People don't like it if you go where you're not supposed to. I'm outside. If you enter the houses and whatever, something. Okay, looks like there's bread over that way. And a bed over that way. And a bee over that way. Excellent. Bread, bed, bee. It's pretty.
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
And I am in awe of this armor.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that?
I ran really fast on my one leg. Yeah, you don't believe me, do you? Hi, Sir Robert.
I'm sorry about what happened.
You've done well, lad.
But it's no
I'm
excuse
sorry
for
for your
rudeness.
loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard... Damn!
Oh, God.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but
Eat.
I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine
Food.
reputation.
That's something they could fix. That people are walking into you and start screaming at you. It's like a little bit of a immersion breaker. Alright, let's see. Am I making any marks here?
Must eat.
No marks in that mud. What about, like, I gotta eat, but I'm interested in seeing, not really making any marks in the water there, in the mud. Okay, so there's food over this way. Let's see if it's here. Let's sit. Oh, that's... I was actually trying to sit next to the girl there. Let's get up. You didn't mean to look that way. What's this over here? Did you see that? It's like... Go with... Oh, okay.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
You learned kitchens. It's not wise to ignore hunger. The longer Henry doesn't eat, the weaker he gets. If he fasts long enough, he can even die. Different foods have different properties. An apple won't fill you up like a roast duck, but it will stay fresh for longer. Ah, okay. Grabbing food. I best eat something right away. But yeah, plenty of food here, so hopefully they'll last me for a while.
I hear you came from Scotland today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Who are you talking to? I'm over here. Alrighty. There's ghosts in here. Anyway, I guess I can... Well, I'm concerned with eating right now. I'll maybe...
Eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
You've reached a new level in something. Maintenance, I think? Is that what it said? You got any pot here? I will try your pot. Eat from pot. No, I can't seem to do it again. Okay, let's see. 39. That guy is gone. Ooh, wine. I will try the wine. Yeah, let's see if something happens when you drink wine. Speech 1. Nothing really happened from drinking a wine, it seems. Nothing really changed here, I don't think. Like my charisma is 4 right now. Let's say it would change, then it would probably turn green. But I'm not sure. Oh, okay, never mind. Something happened. Ah, yeah. Hello. I'm tired also. Can we talk?
Are you looking for something?
Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can talk to her. Nope. Yeah, let me just see if there's any more food here. Open. I'm not going to be stealing stuff here right away. That would be not my style, so to speak. I think I got everything. So, it's been nice knowing you. I am quite tired. I am not sure if this is the tire. I think this is actually not the wine. I'm just so sleepy. That's what that is happening. Right, the mains are looking amazing in this game.
I hear you came from Scallas today. It must have been terrible there.
I'm
How
tired.
did it happen?
I'm tired, but I'll try and talk to you. I don't want to talk about Skalitz. I'll talk about it. It was awful. Very, very bad. Oh, okay. Now let's see. I am -1 on my looks or whatever. I'm pretty strong on strength. But yeah, so they torched Ravna on their way. Sigismund came with his army. Sigismund's massive army descended on Skalitz.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above!
Okay, so success. I'm having then the slaughter began. Of course, I go with that one.
They began murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path. The terrible cries of the wounded and the dying, I'll never forget it. It was only by some miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
My God, what times we live in! All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But don't fret, lad. You're safe here now.
All the saints come marching in. I think I need to sleep. Anyone mind if I take a look? Looks like there's nothing really here. Wow. I'm in a private area and that guy doesn't seem to notice. Everything needs a lockpick. Nothing seems to be open. Whoa. I like it. It's a pretty cool effect. If you're tired, your stamina and eloquence will also gradually decrease. Sleep is the solution. Find an available bed, which you'll recognize from the icon on the compass. Sit on it, E. Launch sleep with E. Well, this looks like a very nice bed. Oh, I love seeing my sword down there when I look down. So now I can get up, I can sleep, or I can go into my inventory. And I can look down, look around. Where's my sword? There it is. Cool. So now we sleep. Should save the game when you sleep too. Let's see. I'm not sure. I guess I should sleep till like 5 a.m. Here we go.
Today the patrols will be double. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I just can't talk about it. Oh, we're going to talk about it, alright. Tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Oh, let's see, I could go with, I went to collect a debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
I'd been secretly learning sword fighting.
I'd been secretly learning sword fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it. There's a big difference between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Well, I don't know about the Cumans. There was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Ooh, that's a lot of options. They killed my father and mother.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
I ran for my life.
I ran as if my life depended on it, which it did. But my guardian angel watched over me and I made it to the mill below the castle.
It's as well you did. The Lord be praised.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
I wanted to help. I did not help. Okay, that timer is gone. I have to say, I really like the voiceovers in this game so far. Really good.
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but... Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
You learned women in the Middle Ages.
Move in, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us!
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright, go to the battlements via the gateway stairs. Take the torch. If you need a light at night, use your torch by holding I. But if you want to keep your torch, your left hand free, for example, to use a shield, it's better to drink Nighthawk potion for better night vision. Wow, it's dark. I like it. Wow. Okay, open. There we go. Now we can see.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place...
It's pretty. It's not, oh, I think it's because of these lights, it's not looking super dark. There we go, it started raining a little bit. This looks sweet. I can't take that torch. Oh, there's a door there.
We could hide out somewhere until it blows over. Maybe.
What kind of guards are those? They're gonna hide? This looks really cool. There we are.
Hey,
some people.
men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, you understand?
Oh, hey. It's a little laggy here. So Robark? What's going on? Is that enough?